Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Go ahead and follow that prompter. Hit that like and subscribe and notification bell at the bottom right-hand corner as it suggests, okay? All right, guys, we know that the president has a deadline intact, and he firmly said that he's firmly sticking to that deadline. The question is, will it be a taco trade? Will it be a Trump trade? Okay, so I want you to listen to this right out of the gate.
Morning, Megan.
Good morning, Carl, from the White House, where we are very much on the brink of this morning of a vast escalation of this war. Just in the last hour, as you guys have been talking about, the president making clear in that Truth Social post that he is holding firm to his 8 p.m. deadline tonight for Iran to make a deal. He wrote, quote, "A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight, one of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world."
Whew, guys, that sounds pretty dire. It sounds pretty bleak, and it's serious. We need to pray. But of course, it could be a taco trade, and I expect there will probably be something in the 12th hour. We don't know what's going to happen. So my question to you is did you buy? And did you buy in the last 2 weeks? Did you buy in the last 2 weeks? Or you just want to wait until this thing is totally over? And either way it goes, it's okay, because these are treacherous times. I'm just of the mind frame that we buy fear and we sell greed, okay? So stock slide as Trump-Iran deadline approaches. We can see, we just heard what he just said. Iran war update, Trump calls to wipe out a whole civilization, all right? And, there's been a lot of talk, and there's been a lot of, big talk on both sides. And it's been a lot of big talk from the U.S. here in the last couple of days, in the last week. A lot of big talk. And these are dangerous talks, right? We're talking about wiping out their infrastructure. I hear that there was some bombing on Karg Island. I believe that's where 80% of Iran's oil infrastructure is. And then there's threats going back and forth, and it is whipsawing the stock market. And the stock market is confused. Now, I talked with Josh on yesterday. Let me just tell you guys this. I talked with Josh on yesterday, and Josh was talking about the SPY and how there was some resistance actually at 666, the devil's number, okay? And there was some resistance there. It's got to break above 666 to get to 670, and then it has to break 670 to SPY. And the timing is in a bad way perfect. The timing is in a bad way perfect. It is as if someone from the stock market, someone that really knows levels in the stocks and charts, right? Someone that knows technical analysis is literally telling the president, this is just me saying, that you have until here to get everything done. And if not, you're going to sink the market. It literally looks like that's what's happening. And Josh found that very interesting, okay? And I'm not saying that that's what's happening, but I'm not also saying that it's not happening. This war that is going on, and it's midterms, there's a lot of things that you got to put into your scenario, right? I'm a forensic trader. I put everything. It's still midterms, okay? Plummeting numbers, skyrocket inflation, skyrocketing oil, which we do need the oil. I don't care what was said. We need that oil, okay? And if you don't believe that it affects our oil, go fill up your tank today. You'll see that you're paying $1 more, all right, per gallon. right? And so it does affect everyone's oil price, okay? So there's something coming across the line right now. Let's see what it is.
Developing out of Washington, Megan Casella joins us now with the very latest. What do we know?
Scott, the Pakistani Prime Minister has posted on social media calling on President Trump to delay his deadline from tonight for an additional 2 weeks while calling for a 2-week ceasefire, he says, to allow diplomatic negotiations to continue. So in this post, the Pakistani Prime Minister says diplomatic efforts for peaceful settlement of the ongoing war in the Middle East are progressing steadily, strongly, and powerfully with the potential to lead to substantive results in the near future. He goes on to earnestly request, he says, President Trump to extend his deadline for 2 weeks. He says Pakistan, in all sincerity, is requesting Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz for a corresponding period of 2 weeks, he says, as a goodwill gesture. And then finally, he urges all warring parties to observe a ceasefire everywhere for 2 weeks to allow diplomacy to achieve conclusive termination of war in the interest of long-term peace and stability in the region. Scott, no immediate response from the White House on that. That was just posted a few minutes ago. I just reached out to them to see if they have any response. We'll have to see if this moves the needle for either side.
So, guys, you heard that. The Pakistani Prime Minister is asking for a 2-week stay. He's asking the president to delay the 4-hour bombing campaign that's supposed to take place tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and or 12. Because the president gave both. And he's asking Iran to open up the straits, okay? So he's asking for cooler heads to prevail, and I hope they respond because we don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen. I don't care if you're a warmonger or a hate monger. You just don't want that to happen, okay? So that's the latest news. I'm going to get right to it. Listen, Monday was the low, okay? Monday was the low. We're still there. Look at what happened today, all right? Let me just deal with the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is drifting up. Based on that news, the NASDAQ is drifting up. Now, before that news came out, the NASDAQ has been drifting up all day, right? This is what I expected. I expected that we would have a red day and then we would drift up. I didn't know whether we were gonna go from red to green, but I expected midday for us to drift up. And I believe I said that to my followers in Money Moves, and that's kind of what's happening. Of course, I did not know that the Pakistani Prime Minister was going to say what he said to help further drift up the market, to help further drift up the market. So that's what's going on right now. Of course, we got the fear and greed. That was extreme fear. Actually, it was a little more here now that this news came out. It's starting, but we're still in extreme fear as it pertains to the fear and greed index. So Monday was the low still. I really was trying to pick my words and choose my words today. Anything you say is going to ruffle somebody's feathers. So if it seems like I was stuttering, I was really trying to pick my words. I really don't want this war to happen. I really don't want this war to escalate. Yes, we are. This is a financial page. We're looking to make money, but we don't want to make money off of death, okay? And so we will actually make more money if this war was over because we've been buying low and we've been buying fear, and now we want this to be over, not just so we can print money, but we just want a stop of the loss of lives, okay? And we don't want, here in America, we don't want to see any more body bags. We don't want to see it, Mr. President and of both countries, okay? We just want peace, great? And so that's what I'm saying to you guys. I'm sorry if I was stuttering, but I was really, really trying to be cautious on what I say because these are really dangerous times and this is a dangerous situation, okay? Guys, I had a whole line of winners today in Money Moves. I'm not gonna post that today. The link is below in the description. We're making a lot of money, especially on put options today. But right now, on today's video, I want you guys to just pray. Just pray that we have peace. just pray that cooler heads will prevail. Let's pray that Pakistan, China, who else is trying to negotiate this deal, that this deal goes through, and that this war is over and the straits are open, and we just turn from this, because this is not good, guys. I'm going to leave it right there, all right? Live, love, laugh, and learn.